Well, you're in a creepy tomb. Since it's creepy, I was going to change it, but let's keep it on creepy. As you finally vanquished the big black oozing thing and this weird spectral thing that made somebody pluck out an eyeball. Who plucked out an eyeball?
Zig did.
Was Zig, didn't Zig
That would
pluck
be
out?
me and
Hmm?
yeah, and Zig.
Well, Zig actually plucked out 2, but Zig has 3 eyeballs, so... Right?
Yep.
Yep. So mechanically, that means both of you have any disadvantage on sight-based perception checks, because you know your depth perception is just gone. So, all right. So you vanquish the other 2 things, and you take a breath at the end of the combat. What would you like to do? You queen killers, you. Stage is yours.
We should probably look around the rest of the place. I don't think we have actually looked around.
There's a door to the north and a door to the east.
Is there any treasure in this room?
You can make an investigation check if you like, Strife.
Nice. Oh!
Wow, a natural 20 only find something if there's something to be found.
Oh, you wasting it, bro.
Okay. Well,
But you give it a really thorough search.
I'll open this door then.
Sure. I'm still amused at Tyr being upside down on the roof. That's cool. All right. So, there is a sarcophagus here with what look. If you remember, there was a statue all the way over here. It's dressed in the same type of regalia, same type of style, same type of thing. Put it on there. And there is there's a large chest here, Strife, and written on the side of the tomb or the side of the sarcophagus, are these words.
First, I'll check the chest. See if there's any locks or traps.
It's locked.
I will unlock it with my thieves' tools then.
Sure.
Or try to. Oh god.
You can certainly try.
And you do try and you do succeed. The lock, quite frankly, seems a little bit rusty. So as soon as you put your thieves' tools in and give it a slightest bit of twist, the lock crumbles. So it wasn't a very difficult lock to pick.
Okay, I will open it.
Inside, you find a red cloak, a literal cloak, and some other personal effects, like some old paintings. But quite frankly, they're all decomposed and looks like a chest containing his personal effects, things that would only be important to him, but that have since succumbed to the passage of time. So just decomposed personal effects.
Okay, so the torque is probably in the sarcophagus. I will call Kiva over to help me open the sarcophagus.
Are you with us, Keith, or are you just muted?
Oh, Kiva's being an old man trying to find glasses.
I think Kiva's got real life things happening. Being an old man trying to find my glasses, like you thought you were making a joke, but no, Sean is literally trying to find his glasses.
I will turn to any of the other 8 strength people in this party and ask for help lifting this sarcophagus.
5 people.
I'll help.
Why don't, since Sean's struggling for his glasses, Quaris, why don't you make an athletics check? About Kiva's one step ahead of me.
Natural 20!
Oh, there he is. Or she.
Yeah, so Kiva comes straight in with a natural... Oh, there's 2 natural 20s in the first 3 rolls. Fantastic. So what you see inside is the skeletal remains. Like, it gives... Like there was enough time for Lord Arden's companion Thalmaris the dragon to decompose into bare bones. Same thing with this, just a skeletal figure in here. A skeleton. And he's wearing plate armor. It's embellished with a noble crest of House Arlen. If you guys don't recognize that, I'm going to say that Tira does, being raised in noble circles. He's got a very fine looking longsword across his chest that, unlike other things around here, has not succumbed to the passage of time. And a shield clasped in his skeletal hands. There's an amulet around his neck that's slightly rusty that identifies him as a member of the Red Cloaks. And there's a clay torque encircling the dead lord's wrist.
Yes. We'll take the torque
Sure.
and the sword and the shield.
Okay.
Is the armor also affected by the passage of time?
Yes it is.
Okay, then you can keep that.
I'll give you the clay torque for free. If you wish to use the clay torque, that's what it does.
Oh, it's like Dominic's, but with lightning.
Yep.
I do. I think
That
we-
would have. I feel like that would have been great for Rero.
right? I think thematically that works very well for Zig. I don't know why, just the
Yeah.
robot thing and lightning seems to go really, really hand in hand. It looks cool.
Beep boop zap.
I can use those lightning javelins on myself.
Hey,
Mm.
there's thinking. Dang.
Meta. So you're taking the clay torque, Zig?
I guess, unless somebody else wants. Does it require attunement?
Yes it does.
I don't know who else has torques. No,
Yeah, I think Zig is the only one with no torque in the group.
Okay.
we all
I'll
rolling up
do-
with matching bracelets? Dang.
Damn.
Hey Zig, there we go. You have the clay torque and a literal lightning conductor. Not only that, you healed from the lightning.
Then I'll pocket the shield and the sword.
Sure.
If no one wants it.
I can get it identify after we rest. need to.
Ooh. Yeah, that's cool.
I'll give you those ones as well, since you have an identify cast now. It's a +1 longsword and a +1 shield.
Oh yeah, I'd like the shield then. I don't really need the sword.
And that would be the complete set of torques that you require to resummon the Arcane Tower.
Should we get out of here?
Yeah.
Right, there's another room if we wanted to check out that before we left.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
As we all run for the door.
It's first there. Okay, Zig. So you notice bookshelves there. It was obviously at some point a library, but someone has turned it into a sleeping quarters, and there's a bunch of filthy beds there. Zig, would you like to have a look around, Zig?
Sure.
Hey, make a perception check.
With one eye. Was one eye. Is that
One eye,
disadvantage?
yes. Disadvantage, yep. See if you can spot something with your newly acquired 3 eyes down to 1. Disadvantage? Oh, pretty good. You do actually find something. Under one of the pillows, you find... I'm just getting a picture of it. You find this. Oops.
What? Object found. Weird looking claw.
It's also oddly cute, I don't know why.
Definition of cute, it has to be said.
Like a little paw, it's cute.
Anybody interested in that?
What does it do?
No clue right now. I'll
It
have
looks-
to rest.
A very
I'll-
elaborate back scratcher.
I'll identify the back scratcher.
Here we go. So if you scroll down, you should see the description of it now. Not sure if it needs a refresh or not.
Oh.
Do you see the description? I'm not sure.
Can you pop it up again? I closed it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Does it use dex or strength?
Like a sling. So whatever a sling uses.
It's not going to be particularly effective for me.
Oh, okay. Dex.
I mean, it's a nice debuff. It hits.
Yeah, it really is. I can't hit anything, and I literally mean that. Even when I'm standing in front of it, I can't hit something. So please don't. I don't want this.
Malcolm, what would be attack on this one? Is it?
Just a dex-based weapon. So I guess it'll be
Yep.
the same as like a longbow, something like that.
Hmm.
And I think everybody's proficient in slings. Might want to double check that. So, yeah.
I could pick it up, I guess, if use it as debuff before we attack. Quick question. So if it's a magic item, for me, any weapon that is magical.
Testing.
Oh, hello.
You hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yay! Way too much. Okay. Sorry.
Are you saying ziggy zag?
So unless somebody else wants, what I was saying, like for me, any weapon that is magical, I'll become proficient with it, including martial weapons. And then I use my intelligence as attack thing. So would it work this way? For me?
I think so.
So I can use intelligence as attack. Okay.
Yeah, because you're an artificer, right? So absolutely.
Yep. Yeah. Unless we want to maybe strive to use it. I don't know. He's a range.
You can have it.
You sure?
I have a beautiful bow already.
I mean, I do have range attack as well. So.
I don't want it. You can have it though.
Okay. All right.
It's a 1d4, a sling damage.
I think it's more important that it reduces armor class.
Yeah.
Lens.
It does.
An extra 2d6 acid damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll put it in my inventory.
Does anybody want the long sword? We've got the +1 long sword up for grabs.
If somebody takes it, I'll take it. I may try to do a dual wield at some point. But I don't have to have it. +1's not crazy.
I can't.
I'm mostly going to use the... Yeah, I'm mostly going to use the sword and shield.
And then chorus, what did you say? Sorry.
I said I can't do anything with it. It's too heavy for me.
Well,
Wait,
it's
what?
a caravan decoration.
What are we auctioning?
It's the +1 longsword.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, we can just hold it for
We
now.
I can hold
Figure out
on
what
to
to
it.
do with it.
Yeah, I'm only using the sword, I think, right now. That's okay.
I've updated
I think I
that.
gave... Anybody want any of these javelins? I've got all of them right now. Oh, and go ahead.
Might make sense to give them to Zig now that he's got the torque that does lightning stuff.
Yeah,
But
well, we could shoot him. He
Yeah,
shoot
I
himself.
I'd say
think...
you would rather have other people have the javelin.
Yeah. And then you
Yeah.
throw it at Zig when he's in
Yeah.
the thick of it.
Well,
Exactly.
And then he absorbs.
and I think it actually creates a line, so it will go from you if
Yeah.
you hit me, so we can actually arrange
Yeah,
stuff to hit most enemies. So it's beneficial for others to hit me.
but I mean, it gives me a range, but I'm blind, so I don't think me throwing lightning bolts was a good idea.
Well, if you're 10 feet away, you're fine.
Yeah, right, exactly. No, I think those strikes. You're going to take at least a couple of. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. You want all of them, or a few of them, or what? Gives you a lightning strike, basically a lightning bolt.
Me?
Yeah,
Oh, that's a strength-based weapon. I wouldn't be able to use that.
I'm not the one who can use it. Okay, never mind. Then.
I have -1.
Yeah, same here.
I think the druid. You were going to take the figurine and Wondrous Power with the lions. Is that right? See here?
That's for Dominic. I think he's here. Are you here, Dominic?
Yes. Can y'all not hear me?
Yeah,
Oh,
okay,
yeah, I
now.
can hear you now. Yeah.
Coming in clear.
Can you shillelagh a javelin?
It's a thrown weapon.
Let me double check. No, it says the wood of a club or quarterstaff.
Dang. That would have been so cool.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a really gaming
No,
the
we-
system at the moment. If you line up Zig and Lightning Bolt him, that's when you know that you're gaming the system.
But Dominic, do you want the figurine or no?
Oh, I don't mind. I've always
It's a
wanted to
figurine
make
of-
lions.
There you go. It's a figurine of Wondrous Power, Golden Lions is what it is. I'll delete mine so you've got it, okay?
Okay.
I think you'll use it more than I will. And then I gave you the enemy shield, right, Strife?
Yeah, we're trading shields.
Yeah, you need a 2-minute slot. You have a 2-minute slot for it?
Yeah.
Okay, then you
I
got
can
that.
just drop the knife when I'm not using it.
Yeah. And I'll have a plus swords. +1 swords so I can double wield at the times when I want to. That should work pretty well. Yeah, stuff. Breeding, huh? Shit.
Alright. So I think we're all good in here then? Is that right? Yeah, it sounds like it. Alright, I'm gonna go, I guess... How the heck... Is there an exit? Is there an exit? Do we have to walk all the way back?
Oh no.
You guys can make a perception check if you like.
Yes, please.
I'll make one too, but I'm terrible at that now.
You are. Well, there's a good start right there. What's wrong with my?
I don't know why I get so
Throw a
many.
guidance on top of that too.
Sure. But I think Tyr, you do notice a secret door over here. Straight over to opening it. I admire your confidence.
Oh, yeah, no. See a door, I'm going.
At this point, in the Shrine of the Blind God, I'm going to do the opposite of the Blind God and show you everything. And I'm going to wait for the groan.
Oh, I hate this. You kidding me? There's an entrance right here.
How about Tyr? I mean, let me go up there. I'll go up there by yourself. What now? Long hallway?
Yeah, oh, be careful, it goes into a cliff. That'd be unfortunate for you.
Yeah, it would.
What's really sad is this is the third time
Isn't
through
he?
this, and now knowing that that's been there this entire time, I'm thinking to myself, man, I wish I could tell them that they're still there, but I keep quiet.
Do you have anything to go through walls? Do you guys have anything? I don't think you burrow through. Are the walls stone? Are we surrounded
Yep.
like a stone
Yep.
tube?
Don't tube
There's
is
not a
weird
secret
way
door there, so
call a hallway.
yeah.
Don't like that.
Well, it's a tube though. Yeah. But is there any? That's what if you guys have anything we could do that would. You guys special magic people have anything that would go through, burrow, meld, create holes. You guys are all magic. I'm not magic.
I'm just going to push it. I'm going to see if it's a door. We start with that.
There's a door.
Is this like, can we pop out of this?
I'm not sure something's where you tap. Yep, you can just pop out of that. So just feel free to write. This is you're on the wrong side of it. You're on the wrong side of a secret door. So it's easy to spot
That's
from
why I
this
call it a
side.
tube.
Hard to spot from this side. And yes, I was paying very careful attention when you guys were here. Nobody made a look around check. You're too busy dealing with the ooze that was here, if you remember. So it is possible to game this dungeon, but you went the wrong way.
And it would have been meta if I'd have made the check because I knew it was there.
So many eyes were lost.
It'd been a miracle if Kiva would have seen that.
I don't think that's possible for Kiva, really.
Right? Alright, which. Where are we going now?
Getting outside again?
Suppose.
Well, I imagine now that we have all the talks, we're going to the Arcane Tower.
Right. Right, maybe this is a good time for us to sit down and chat about what our plans sort of are.
Yeah, for like an
Um,
hour.
Yeah, for like an hour or so. But like, in all seriousness,
Or
like,
8.
yeah, we've got to load up onto the cart, and then I believe Strife mentioned something about heading towards Gorso, right?
Yes, I do believe we should stop by Gorso. It's on the way, and we can help supply them with a clean source of food that is sustained, unlike in Ronald's End.
That sounds like a noble goal.
I would need your help though, Zig, actually, because you are better with engineering than I am.
I'll do my best.
So essentially what I would want to do with Zig is explain to him how I made like, the awning part of our cart and then make it a bigger version to like cover a prop field so props would be safe from the cursed rain. And I want to like have the plans drawn out for that.
The big coverings for the fields.
Mm-hmm.
And what else was there in Gorso? You wanted me to cast dreams
Oh.
and speak to somebody
Oh,
there?
yes, so we can have them prepare lumber for our arrival so they can be prepared for when we give them the plant growth.
We were basically just making really big, like, circus tent?
Like a greenhouse almost.
Okay.
So we're doing making covering from the rain, and then
last time we were there, I gave them a decanter of endless water. So that's how they would feed the plants,
Okay.
and then feed it non-cursed water, essentially.
Art.
Okay. So yeah, Tyr will cast Dream so that Strife can let them know to have everything all prepped, I guess.
Yeah, I would contact the person that I spoke to last time I was there, the one that I gave the decanter of water to. I think he was the leader of the guard. I tell him, yeah, get your best builders, gather as much lumber as you could. We're about, 4 days away. And then also, in 4 days' time, gather the city for our arrival.
This with dreams, like you communicate in their dreams, right? So he can talk to you and you can talk to him, but like in some dream realm version of reality. Is that right?
Yes.
So the captain of the guard, who was very pleased that Lord Zayamandas, I think his name was, Gorso, was defeated. And he says, just get this completely right. Of course, I'll just run it by Lord Xenos Gorso, who has assumed leadership of the town, and we'll prepare for your arrival. We'll get as much lumber as we can. And, yeah, we look forward to your return. You're quite well respected here. See you soon.
Okay. See ya in 4 days.
So I guess while we're traveling in the cart, I'll work with you. Do the drawings, schematics.
Yeah.
I think during this travel time too, Horace will study the spell book that used to belong to Rero and learn a couple spells out of there.
Sure.
Kiva's sleeping.
Kiva's sleeping. I don't think I have access to Rero's character sheet anymore. Let me just double check that.
I did send the list that you sent to me to Chorus already, so he has it.
Okay, great. Yeah, so feel free to copy some spells in, of course. Okay, so also, you can get a long rest in as you move out of the Shrine of the Blind God and set up the cart and take a rest, so feel free to long rest. But when you wake up, you're not as well rested as you expect. You get a normal long rest, but everybody, and I mean everybody, take a point of exhaustion.
At this point, it's like, normal.
Well, the weird thing is that it is kind of normal. You remember traveling around this land, walking in the rain, and exhaustion was a constant companion as this thing, sunk into your very bones, it seemed. This, however, is not that. You have a safe place to sleep in under the cart. You've slept in the cart before without worrying about the rain. And very little of any rain actually gets into the cart where you're sleeping. So whatever this is, it's not the rain.
Interesting.
Can we do kinda, I don't know, investigation, or something to figure out what's causing it?
It would be a medicine check, but absolutely. If anybody wants to try and work out why this medical condition is happening, then go for it.
No clue.
No clue. It's just a shame. The +5. Here, not work it out either.
Ooh.
Eva, no. One more strife, no. So your medicine experts, what looks like Dominic, Tyr, and Quarus, all really good at medicine. They got no idea. I'll say one thing you do confirm. I mean, I kind of hinted at it, but you confirm it's not the rain. You've seen people get exhausted from rain. So remember, Tyr was at 3 levels of exhaustion on one particular excursion. It's not that. But you can't work out what it is. Could be a million things, but it's not the rain.
I, for one, am going to blame the whatever slime juices were in that cave.
The
I'm sure
acid.
that's not good for breathing.
Nothing else. Oh, sorry, Tyr, as you were.
Yeah, I was just remembering, were we going to stop at the dragon? The bones?
Were we going to give him something?
I remember we talked about it, but now I can't remember. I guess we
I
could just
gave
tell
him that amulet or the necklace thing that protected from the rain.
Huh.
For the dragon bones.
And
I guess we were going to see if it improved or anything.
I mean, absolutely, you can pay him a visit, but remember, this was Thalmaris's, this guy's here lair, and he was forced out of the lair, presumably by those slime things. So I guess you'd want the lair cleared, but technically it would be a courtesy call at this point.
we do like a drive-by. Like, as the cart is moving, hey, it's clear. See ya.
Okay, so we can head west
Or
then.
should we stop?
Oh. 1, 2, it's basically the same distance, because to get to here it's 2 squares no matter which way you go.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do a little courtesy call then, I guess. If we're all good with that.
Okay, you swing back by the bones of the dragon. Well, Salvaris is there once again, keeping up his eternal watch. He says, "Oh, welcome back. I pray you have good news for me." Silence is never followed by a good news statement. Tell me, what happened?
No, it was good. It was good. Sorry, we were just so mean to have a blind guy come up and start talking to you, and then everybody just says nothing. So awkward. Great. Cleared it out. There's some goopy stuff in there. It's gone now, I think.
That goopy stuff was what killed Delmaris here. I don't know if you saw, he before he died, he talked about a slimy altar thing, and some of the slime actually got into his inside and dissolved him from the inside out, and he was powerless to stop it. And by the way, if that thing had scored a critical on you, you would have started dissolving from the inside too. So
Oh dear.
be thankful. And Drife is sporting a new look, like this.
Ooh, I don't wear a mask anymore, y'all.
Cool.
Careful.
Well, I am thankful that you cleared out the tomb. That is very much appreciated, of course. What else? You mentioned a torque you're looking for. I hope you found the torque.
Yep.
Yes.
did.
We can now summon the tower.
I pray this curse would be removed from the land. I have a big favor to ask you, and I fear I know the answer before I even ask it. But the best place for the bones of Thalmaris is the lair of Thalmaris. This is going to be a long, complicated task to transport the skeleton here piece by piece by piece. It is a job I will gladly do by myself. But of course, if you could help me, we could get it done in a matter of weeks. Will you assist me in this task?
We're sort of busy, if I'm being honest. I mean, we could maybe send somebody in a little bit, but you know, the whole world's
Thanks.
dying, stuff
Save
like that, we've
me.
kind of got to deal with that.
For the people.
Yeah. I could probably move it myself, but I don't think you'd like how I move it, to be honest.
Uh-huh.
Try me.
Try you?
I mean-
okay.
What I mean to say is, you claim I would not like it. What method are you suggesting?
Okay, I have a very nice spell that the gods have given me, called Bone Cage. And I can essentially draw the bones from all corpses within range, and it kind of forms like an armor around me for a while. I could do that. Get on the caravan, and then we all just go.
You
But
are
that's not
correct.
exactly.
That
It's not
is
exactly delicate. And I'd
neither
be wearing
delicate
him, so that's a
nor
little
respectful.
awkward.
I
Yeah,
understand you have tasks to do. This is, it seems. Maybe if I could perhaps ask, once you've saved the world, or whatever that entails, then maybe once things are back to normal, perhaps you could help me then.
Sure, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it doesn't sound like you're going anywhere soon, so you just wait here, I guess.
Wait here.
Why you gotta laugh at him? Please don't laugh at him. It's very rude.
I'm actually quite good at waiting, so it's okay.
See, he's good.
One thing I am curious about. When I went in there, I literally clawed my own eyes out. Did anybody else suffer such a similar affliction?
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
I hesitate to ask, but did you lose one or two eyes?
I lost one.
I lost 2.
I am sorry, Quaris, that you lost an eye. It is one of those things that's hard to avoid in such a place. But at least you have one eye remaining. But you have my sympathy. Trust me, I understand.
Thank you.
And Zig, I am sorry you have lost your ability to see. Welcome to the world of darkness.
Oh, that's. I didn't. I had an extra eye.
I do not understand what you were saying, but I guess if you must lose 2 eyes, if you have a spare one, that is great. I do not understand, but I do not need to understand.
It's okay. I tap on his shoulder. Maybe one day you'll regain your eyesight. By a miracle.
Oh, I know it's possible, but I know it requires a very high-level cleric.
Or you learn to adapt.
Or you learn to adapt. That's right. You learn to adapt, but yes. But feel free to rest up here for the night. You have important things to do, but rest is perhaps the most healing thing you can do. And you all rest up, get a long sleep. Feel free to tell me if you want to do anything else. And you still wake up with that point of exhaustion. It has not left. Even though you got a good night's sleep, everything else happened on long rest, but the point of exhaustion remains.
So we need to find someone that can figure out why this is happening. I don't think we want to keep this to get worse or to be forever.
Right. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Doctors seem like a little short in supply. And I think I'm probably the best cleric we've got. And I didn't know shit, so...
Taylor, you got a little bit of your Irish accent in there in that one, I should say.
Sorry?
Your accent went a little bit to your last character's Irish a little bit for a second.
I know. That's like
That's
2
cool.
characters ago, isn't it? Yeah.
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 Yeah, no, I get that, but you don't know what we're doing. What's going on with this? This feeling. So it's something we gotta figure it out. So I just wonder if we have. I mean, we have any type of temples or clerics, have we?
Yeah, at the main city. I don't
Those
really want to
closed
go there.
down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So that would be
The thing
probably.
you would notice in
Yeah.
Oathbreaker in particular is any temples were the first on the Queen's hit list. So that the temple of the Redeemer, where you met Oathbreaker on a mail with those people turning to pigs, it was one of the first places closed down. The Queen has been especially harsh on religious worshippers. So all the temples in Oathbreaker are closed down. All the cities of the kingdom, their temples have been ordered to close down. So they might have been brave and tried to reopen them, but under Queen's orders, it is against the law to worship any deities. She's cracking down especially hard on that.
So we're just gonna have to deal with this for a while, and be opportunistic if we see someone who might understand what's going on. Ask around, that kind of thing. Okay. We've been exhausted for most of this whole endeavor, so.
So back on the road again, saying farewell to Silvaris as he starts the 2-day trek basically back to the shrine of the blind god carrying a bone. And you see the massive dragon skull. I'm not sure how he's going to do that, but he's going to try. As you follow the river Ninok, which is the one that flows all the way through to Odenbeer. And this is rust, by the way. It doesn't might look like blood, but it's actually rust. And Tyr, can you roll me a d20, please? Rest of your travels go without incident, and you arrive back in the city of Gorso. The people have followed your instructions. There's some very exhausted people because hard labor in this rain is hard. But there's enough lumber here to construct to protect a farm. The head of the captain's guard says, welcome back. I saw you in a dream, and I know dreams mean something, so we collected this lumber for you. What do you wish to do with it?
Gather the town and the new leader of this place. I wish to speak to you all.
Hey. You gathered in the middle of the town square, and the new Lord Gorso says, why are you gathering my people for? What's this about?
Does this look like this guy? Does he look like he has some kind of ulterior motive? Be crazed like his father?
Make an insight. Like everybody ever, he longs for power, and he's seized leadership of this town, and he wants to maintain it this way. And what he's doing before you speak, he's there's an expression in Africa that they often use when men try to influence people like by force of will. And they used to call it swinging your African dick around. That's what this guy is doing. He's swinging his dick around, trying to establish dominance, that this is his town and you need to go through him to do it. So he asks you once again, I am the leader of this town. I'm going to lead them forward into the future. I will not rule like my father. I will rule justly. So I ask you once again, what are you doing in my town, and what are your intentions to speak to the members of Gorso?
What is this kid's name again?
Yeah, what's this guy's name?
Yeah.
I have it right here. He's called him Lord Xenos. Oops, with an X. Xenos Gorso. Lord Xenos Gorso.
Okay. I'm going to say. I plan to help save this city. Are you a good man, Xenos?
I'm a good leader, I think would be the best way to describe it. I'm happy to make the difficult decisions for long-term success.
Then I think it would be best if you accompany me while I speak to the people of this town.
Okay. So, you head to the town square, along with Xenos Gorso, and a crowd gathers around. And just as you're about to speak, Lord Xenos, it seemingly on purpose cuts you off before you can talk. And he starts talking instead. And it says, "People of Gorso, we welcome back the adventurers who helped liberate us from the oppression of the previous Lord Gorso. I know undoubtedly things are better under my rule. We thank these adventurers who played no small part in that with the canter of endless water, which we can now at least no longer have to drink the foul rains that fall from the sky. But we must move forward. Together, under my leadership, we will survive this oppression. We will survive. We will find a way to survive. And I believe one of the heroes of Gorso, I believe his name is Strife. Is that correct? You are Strife?
No. My name is not Strife. And now I'm going to address the crowd.
Steps back a
going
bit,
to
giving me the
say-
stage, as it were. Yep.
People of Gorso, my name is Gazan. As Zenos said, you may be familiar with my group. When we first stepped foot in this city, we deposed of the former ruler of this place and liberated you all from his deranged grasp. And the last time I stepped foot in this city, I personally supplied you with the decanter of endless water in an effort to help you all survive this rain. A short-term solution that I now plan to rectify. I stand here before you with a means to produce fresh and untainted food because your survival here is paramount to the success of our plans. He's gonna pause a little bit, look around the crowd, specifically to the people who look like they were most hurt by the rule of the former lord or elder children of Gorso. And then he's gonna continue and say, Zenos called me, or assumed I was Strife when I first spoke to him, and that's because I wore a mask when I first came to this place to hide who I was. Because to be frank, at the time, I didn't even know who I was. But in my journey, I've found my roots. I too am a child of Gorso. I may not have been raised here, but the trials that I've endured led me back to this very spot. Led me to my destiny. So make no mistake, I'm no stranger to this place. This place is my genesis. I was born again the day I stepped back here and slew our tyrant father. It was here that I brought order to the chaos our father ushered in, and now I stand before you, no longer scared of who I am, armed with absolute certainty of what we must do. And he's going to raise his hand, gesturing to the crowd. He's going to say, I ask you all to follow my lead into the brave new future I vow to usher into this life. I am Gazan Gorso, and he strikes his chest. Strife incarnate, and today I know my destiny is to assume the role as the new Lord of. I vow, with the gods as my witness, to be the voice of the unseen and bring a bright future to free of this cursed reign, free of this tyrant queen. I see a revolution spreading across this land like unquenchable fire. And you, my brothers and sisters, will help me wave the flag of liberation in our name. From the ashes of that revolution, we will stand tall, and I will lead us all to paradise. I'm gonna look around and see their reaction.
Wow, well, let's see the reaction. None of you notice but Tier cast Eagle Splendor on you, so you can roll Persuasion at advantage and add a d4, because somebody cast Guidance on you as well, Dominic.
Oh, thank God.
D4, 35, wow. The people are fascinated by this speech. I mean, you're promising long-term solutions with this farming project that you have. You already solved the water problem, which is a huge problem. And they say, "All hail Lord Gorso! All hail Lord Gorso!" And they start cheering and just chanting your name over and over and over again. And you've definitely got the populace on your side. They are almost in a state of euphoria, something more akin to worship than just loyalty. They're almost treating you like some type of demigod.
Nice.
And I'm going to now turn to Zemnos and clasp him by the shoulder. And I'm going to say, "Brother, you've done well leading in my absence, and I entrust you to guide our path while I strive to end this reign. We are so close, and this is a task I entrust to you." He's gonna look to the crowd now.
Xenos says, "Well, that was a mighty fine speech, Gazan. But let's be honest, that's all it was, just a speech. You come into our town, you do help our town. Don't think we don't appreciate it. But who the hell do you think you are? You've come to my town, and just by some fancy speech you could think you can just take over? What possible proof do you have that you're even a Gorso? You've visited this town twice. I've lived here my whole life. Who are you to come and claim ownership of this town? This is my town."
I'm going to look him dead in the eye. And I'm going to say, "This is my town now. You can join me and strive in the future I bring, or you can step aside and watch the fortune that will follow."
I am a leader of this town. I do not relinquish my town willingly.
How does the crowd look as he's challenging my power?
Well, as I said, they're
Or
almost
challenging my claim?
you definitely have the crowd on your side. They all were chanting until Xenos started speaking up. And you hear just the barest mumbles that maybe the Lord Xenos Gorso has a point. Like, you can be the hero of the town, but can you be the leader of the town? Those are two different things.
Okay. So, in response, then, I will say, I plan to lead through my actions. I've shown that we are capable of ending oppression. We stood and toppled the former lord of this place so you could be free to stake your claim of leadership. That, to be frank, you haven't done much. It was me that brought the water that gave life to this town. It's me that is bringing food that will allow us to move forward. You bring nothing but empty words that will lead our people to ruin.
Do not misunderstand me. You are the hero of this town. You've done wonders for this town. You have no claim to leadership of this town. That is mine.
Then I will raise my arm in the air, show the silver torque that I wear, and I say, this torque has been the symbol of the leader of Gorso since Aglarion was established. And with this torque, I plan to bring peace to this land. This is all the symbol that these people need.
Yes,
And
I remember you prided it
raised
off
my
the
arm.
Lord Gorso after you murdered him.
Murdered. I liberated this place. I'm gonna now turn to the crowd and say, this weasel only speaks because my people, I turn to the group, my group freed this place of a tyrant. And now the prodigal son has returned to lead you all to a brighter future. Who would you prefer? A hero saving this land to lead you? Or a forgotten son that only stakes his claim when daddy is gone?
Make another persuasion check. I'll say you still have Eagle Splendor on, but you don't have guidance. So just roll persuasion at advantage.
1 and 2.
25. The vast majority of them are chanting for Gazan to lead the people of Gorso. They're almost disinterested about whether your claims are true or not, because you haven't really proved that you're a Gorso. You've said you're a Gorso, but that's it. But they don't care. They're definitely on your side. But there's some murmuring in the back of the crowd saying, he's not really a Gorso though, is he? This Lord Xenos has been with us since he was born. This interloper thinks he can visit us twice and save us and lead us? I'm not so sure.
Can I help him out? He's a clever genius. Like this thing.
So, yeah, sure. So, 31. There's less murmuring, but there's still murmuring. We haven't got the entire town on it. I have a proposal for you, Strife. And he does say Strife, and he specifically says Strife, and you know he's not calling you by his correct name, but he's still calling you Strife nevertheless. Strife! This has happened before. This is how the previous Lord Gorso, the one you murdered, claimed reign, but there was a dispute. One of Let me settle this the old-fashioned way. Me versus you. Winner takes all.
A smile flashes on his face. And I immediately stab him with my dagger.
Well, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Oh, look, a crowd of people. I'll say you're close enough, and I'll drag you other guys in. It soon becomes obvious that this is a battle between the two of them. I'm not saying you have to do that, but it's up to you if you want to do that. I've just dumped you all over here. Feel free to place yourself wherever you want. But there's definitely a crowd forming around Gazan and Xenos.
Over where?
Yeah, we're on the
Oh, you're on the map? Oh, I just dragged myself over there. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Oh, look at that! All these people. Oops.
You guys are down here. So as I said, feel free to reposition yourself.
Zag. Malcolm, could you drag Zag in there as well? I'm not
Sure.
seeing him.
Sure. Zag.
Thank you. Oh, it should be full.
Oh, I should have
Oh, that's nice. There, it's all right.
full.
That's right.
Wait, I'm not it. Should be at.
Also rolls a dirty 20, but that's not enough to get the jump on Gazan. So feel free to roll yourself into initiative order as well. But I'm going to have this Gazan versus Xenos. But if you wish to intervene, then let me know. And we'll go from there. But this seems to be like a fight for leadership. And you know if Gazan wins, but he wins with aid, is he the leader this town needs? These are the thoughts that are crossing your mind. Alright.
What are they? Barbarian tribe?
Yeah, you have everybody
So yes,
in there.
I will.
Wait, Quaris, I don't see you in there. Did you roll initiative, Quaris?
I
Forrest
yeah.
is in there.
I
I
did
don't
check
know
it.
what
Okay, let me add you in.
did. Do you
Quaris.
see it now?
Yep, with your 23. Yep.
Yeah.
And we'll just get Eva in as well.
Ish.
Let's keep it 11.
13.
Alright.
13 is advantage.
13, sure. Not good enough to get the advantage if you do choose to get involved in the combat. Alright, so as the challenge is issued by Lord Xenos Gorso, like, let's settle this the old way. Me versus you, he's more than expecting you to attack him. So this will just be a regular attack, Gazan, as you were.
Just we'll do this. 24 to hit.
He throws up an arcane shield, but the shield, it goes through the shield, and that's a hit, even with the arcane shield up.
Okay, and with my bonus action, I will be using Blessing of the Coven to just move right here. And then I will whip my bow out and shoot him.
24 still hits.
Okay, so that's just 19 to him.
Sure.
And I will make that a... where is is it? A shadow shot to give him that 10-foot sphere of magical darkness.
Oh, wait a sec. Wait a sec. He's going to use a reaction to cast Flow of Chaos. I need you to roll me a d6, Gazan. The fate conspires against you, and your last shot goes wide.
Okay. Then I will action surge then.
Sure.
And shoot him again. This time I will turn off sharpshooter to make sure I hit him.
Sure.
Oh, 15.
Yeah, that flies well over his head.
Again! 24.
24 hits this time. Doesn't have a reaction, so
And that will be a shadow shot.
Okay.
Giving him the darkness radius. And then
So-
I will shout out to my group, "Don't touch him!"
What's the radius on the darkness?
Oh, 10 feet.
10 feet, so like that.
Mhm.
Okay.
I say, "Don't interfere! This will be 1 versus 1.
Okay. Can you stay there?
Yeah.
It does him that.
Oh, wait. I have a question for you.
Yep.
If he used his reaction to throw up the shield,
Uh-huh.
how did he, or he couldn't have done the chaos thing?
Oh, that's a good point. So we'll go back to that roll. And we'll give him another 19 points of damage. Okay. Yeah, that is a good point. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
So shield's up. Okay. I need you.
Is he also in darkness with that arcane shot?
Yep. Yep, he's in darkness. And takes an action to pull out the arrow, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
He's going to cast a spell. And 3 versions of him appear. In other words, he's cast a mirror image on himself. And not that it's really is going to matter, but he's going to 6 retreat back here. And he screams at this commoner here. Says, "Remove this arrow from your lord." And
People say you do that, you die. I can't do it.
well,
Just say it.
Gazan has a crowd on his side, so it's unlikely she's going to do this. When I say on an 18, 19, or 20, she's going to pull the arrow out. 18, 19, or 20. She just, no, lord! No, lord, I'm for Gazan! I will do no such thing! Okay, that's his turn. And then we'll, I don't think he is, okay, and yeah, back to you, Gazan.
Okay. I will just move 30 feet into my little bubble that I've created. And I will shoot. Oh, nice.
Maybe. does have mirror image up. I'm just
How does that
looking.
work again?
I'm just looking it up now. If you have 3 duplicates, you must roll a 6 or higher. So in other words, roll a d20 and roll between a 1 and a 5. Nope. Takes out one of his mirror
Wasted a
images.
natural 20.
Yep.
I shoot again. Bro, what the heck?
Now, you must roll an 8 or higher. So in other words, you want, with 2 duplicates.
Dang.
So yeah, it's not duplicate down.
Okay, well.
Come back to me, Drew.
I'll also shout at the crowd. No one interfere!
Not gonna get turned.
Oh yeah, if you want to do something, sure. What would you like to do?
Yeah, he's just gonna just move over to the crowd. Look for anybody look like that they are for him, and make sure that they are pushed back away while glaring and looking very dangerous.
So right after Lord Xenos goes,
I'm not looking. I'm listening first. I'm listening for things to see if I can notice anybody. Just this.
make a perception check.
Shit, this is probably should be disadvantage. There's no. This is.
Sure.
I can't see faces, so.
Okay, 12. We'll keep that in mind. Tyr, why don't you make a perception check as well? There's too many of them to control, but maybe you can spot one who might try and pull this arrow out. Okay, so I'm going to say with you guys watching closely, it will only happen on a 19 or 20 that someone will go, and this will happen right after Lord Xenos. So Gazan, 2 shots that were destined to hit, but the tides of chaos swing in his favor. And he says to you, why don't you just lie down and cower before me like the interloper you are? And make me a wisdom saving throw.
I probably will.
Nice.
Well,
My goodness, with the 20s, nice.
Oh.
I know, right?
Rather strangely, 20 is not enough, but by the new rules I implemented not that while ago, a natural 20 always succeeds. So whatever spell he casts on you, he resists. And he looks you in the eye. And when I say he looks you in the eye, he looks at you right dead in the eyes. And he says, I knew your tricks. The forces of chaos has blessed me with the ability to see you even in shadows. I see you. And that's the end of his turn.
okay.
Oh, yep. Oh, sorry, that's the end of his turn. So roll a d20 now. It's a natural 20. Someone's coming to aid. Everybody's cowering back. And we switch Rockbound back to Gazan.
Blessing of the Coven to poof right here. Let me just mark that. And I shoot.
.28 hits. We need to do the last mirror image. 3. As 10. With 1 duplicate, you must roll an 11 or higher to attack. So that hits. That hits them.
Okay. And I'll put the sneak onto there.
5.
And then I will also make that a... Let's make it a mind piercer.
Sure. So wisdom saving throw.
Or be incapacitated until the start of my next.
What was it? 17. He has a +4 to his
Yay.
save, so that's pretty good. So does he take half damage or anything like that?
He just takes the full 6.
But he made it, so he takes it. Oh, so he still takes a 6 regardless.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna shoot again for my second attack. Oh, I think I double clicked that. Just count the first one.
Roll a d20. So that takes out his last mirror image.
Okay. And that's my turn.
I said, lie down and cower before me. A wisdom saving throw.
I don't think lightning's gonna strike twice, guys.
Okay, so you do indeed lie down. Let me just get the exact. And you fall down, unable to move. Mechanically, you have the paralyzed condition. It's going to roll for the villagers.
Am I able to see Gazan, or I can't because
No.
it's dark?
No magical darkness. But what Lord Xenos does is he comes out, plucks out the arrow, and he says, "Look at your savior now. He cowers before me. He is no leader. He is nothing. He is nobody." You guys do anything? Because it was his turn to pull it out.
No.
Oh, okay. Gazan,
I
make
can't
another
just
wisdom
help
saving
it,
throw.
yeah.
Come on, natural 20. Oh, brother. I literally can't leave this without a 20.
He brings down a sword from his side. And is paralyzed an auto crit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it
Melee.
hits, yeah.
Gets advantage to hit, and it'll be an auto crit if he succeeds. And he does succeed. So that's going to be 2d8 plus. I know, he might as well roll better. Yeah, yes, 2d10 plus 5 damage. He drives it into you. Is this your savior? Is this who he likes? Unable to stand up and defend himself. The crowd's not going to react. There's no arrow to pull out. Gazan, make me another wisdom saving throw.
Fuck.
This person is nobody. He is nothing. I want to roll a natural 20 anyway. He drives the sword into your chest again. Oh, not so good. 12 points of damage. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. Oh!
He is pathetic. He is nothing. 14 points of damage. Wisdom saving throw.
Sorry, let me just mark that 14.
Whew. Nobody. Nothing. Less than nothing. He'll be a smear on history and nothing more. 16 points of damage. This is I wasn't expecting this to be this nasty, but it's happening. Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
Buddy. Nothing.
Can
13
I
points of damage.
hide
Uh,
amongst this crowd
You
while
can
this is going on?
certainly try.
yeah,
All
make a
right.
stuff check.
Malcolm, did you just say 20 does not affect? Would not break the.
Needs a natural. The DC is 21.
Okay.
So the only way you can do it is a natural 20. Okay, Dominic, so that turn you hide? Sure. He drives it in. Oh, so did you make your wisdom saving throw after that? I don't think you did. It's another
Oh,
wisdom
no.
saving throw. And he's just carving into you.
Alright, on that attack, after that attack, can I try to cast a spell without anyone knowing?
Well, it's going to be difficult, but
You can certainly try.
a sleight of hand check.
Light of hand check. Ugh!
Oof.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Oh.
Oh,
No! The rules of the combat are clear. No interference. And this guy here slaps the spell out of your hand and it fizzles harmlessly as the somatic components go terribly awry. Okay.
Too bad. Technically, I don't need somatic components. I'm a
Oh.
warcaster.
Well, he punches you in the face and you lose
Okay.
the vocal components. He does whatever he can to disrupt the spell that you're casting.
Can I also try to do the same thing?
Sure.
Actually, no, never mind. Mind spell is touch. I cannot get them close. It's not ranged.
13 points of damage.
Yeah, that hits. I'm knocked out.
He raises his sword one more time. I am your leader. You will follow me. Anybody?
Duel's over. Duel is over. Hello?
He's down.
Yeah. I'm not
Drives-
surprised, you know, that you're
drives
going against the rules of the
sword
duel.
into him and gives it a twist.
Get him.
Okay, so
Okay.
he just had a go to drive it into him. So that was Lord Xenos's go.
Yeah.
Dominic.
Alrighty. Let's see. Let me make sure to see if I've got the best spell here. What would be better? This would probably be the best one. Alright, I'm going to cast at 3rd level Healing Word with a bonus action.
Okay, before that happens, Strife, can you come to voice channel 2, please?
Okay.
Ruh-roh.
Oh man.
So as the life drains out of you, as you feel you're dying and Lord Gorso has in fact gotten the better of you, which patron were you planning to worship there, Strife?
The patron of the previous Lord Zemnios or whatever.
Okay, we'll just say the Lord of Chaos. Okay? So as you feel your life force falling from you, you hear the voice inside your head. You have failed, Gorso. Your friends might help you, but you have been defeated. Any claim you have has been lost. You have lost, do you understand, Kazan?
I can only say that I've failed when I'm dead. As long as I can still breathe, I can turn this around.
It can give you victory, but you first must die. Embrace the darkness. I will rebuild you greater than you ever were before. But you must die first to be reborn in glory. Accept the death. Refuse the healing. And all you ever wanted will be what you will be given. But you must submit to me. And submission, the only thing acceptable, will be your death. This is your way out, Lord Gorso. I promise you, you'll get all you want and more. Just submit to the darkness.
And my death will give me the power to seize control.
Yes, it will be a symbol for the ages. The poets will write about this moment. The minstrels will sing of your victory. You just must submit to death.
Gazan is going to nod and then whisper, "Then so bring death."
Okay, so we're going to go back. I'm going to say healing doesn't work. But then in a moment, you're going to come back, and you're going to come back as fully warlock. Okay? So this is a point where you no longer go through all those classes. You're pure warlock, which is what you wanted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go back.
Well, it was going to be 9 warlock, 1 rogue, if that's okay.
Yep, that's fine. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, let's bounce back.
All right.
Probably would have already been out.
Okay, so where were we? Dominic, you cast Healing Word on Gazan.
Can I also retcon us to have Senna already out here? I figured Senna would be already out here.
Sure.
And as soon as he attacks goes on while he's down and breaks the rules, he was going to launch himself at what's his face?
Yeah, I think you're after Dominic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Cool. I see that. Sorry, my bad.
Want to roll for healing?
Yep. 3rd level healing word.
Doesn't work. No
9.
healing is taken by Gazan.
Oh.
Ooh.
Alright, I'm going to add a d8 anyway, because I don't know if that's going to be anything or still not, because it's got an enhanced bond to it.
I mean,
If there's a certain amount of healing it has to go over.
it just makes perfect sense. You pile in as much healing as you can, right? But 15 points of healing does nothing. Gazan does not.
Okay. Alright, if that's the case, I should still have an action left. I'm going to throw a flame at him.
The Asena.
Boost flame. No, via myself. Bonus action was the healing word.
Oh, yeah. So it's a cantrip, in other words.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Roll to hit. He just comes towards me and just bashes to the side with the sword. It's a miss.
Okay.
Kiva is angry, I think. What does Kiva do?
Launched himself at the guy.
Hey.
Question. I think she's gonna go. Because, yeah, she's gonna go. There.
No advantage, unfortunately, since
No
you beat your
advantage.
initiative order, but sure, but Kiva is still nasty. Let's see what she's got.
Sometimes. We'll see.
Oh,
Not this time.
misses.
That's 1. She has 2 more attacks.
He throws up a shield regardless, even though that misses. Oh, buddy!
Oh my god.
That's okay. She got a shield. Just a shield. That's kind of things I don't want to use too much stuff. Use bonus action to use her silent power to move him to send him towards here.
Does he get a save for that?
No, it goes on. Send it goes on out of the web. Send it goes on towards here with my telekinetic
Oh, Gazan.
bonus
Okay.
action.
Sure.
Yep.
Well,
Only
actually,
10 feet.
this came up the other side. Does it say a willing creature can get moved? Because he is not willing.
Yeah. He's not willing.
No, he has no say in it.
Actually, I think this one is the other one. Let me check this.
This came up in another session. The creature must be willing. You can't, because you can't give his approval. You cannot give consent while he's unconscious.
Is that fine? That's fine.
Just check the wording on that, Sean.
I am. Well, it's a strength save. No, this is the one. It's a creature can willingly fail the save, but otherwise it's a strength save. You see 12 plus ability modifier.
So the one that doesn't say willing, I think he's going to automatically fail his strength save, so you may move him, as long as it doesn't say he needs to be willing. Okay. So that's fine.
Alright, 10 feet away from this guy.
So like there?
So, yeah.
Sure.
That's 15.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
That's your bonus action? That's it?
And why are you putting actions? Yeah, no, actually, because you already got shield up, so I'm not going to use action search now.
Okay. Tier. Cleric. What do you do?
Alright, the healing didn't seem to do too much. Fuck it.
Actually, Tier, you put 2 and 2 together. I mean, I think you guys know already. But the healing didn't work, and healing doesn't work under one circumstance and one circumstance only. Kazan is dead. Tier, what do you do?
Okay, well now I'm pissed off.
Right.
We're gonna do a 5th level Phantasmal Killer.
Alright.
That's a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
What happens if he fails? Just...
Oh, sorry, I rolled instead of showing.
That's right. So you pick a bunch of psychic... It becomes frightened. Okay. So I'm going to roll this. He's got a +4, as I said, so he needs a 14 or higher. Passes. At half damage? I don't think so.
I think it's a save or suck.
Yeah, I think so.
It says, "You dare challenge my rule? I'm the ruler of this town. People, you saw I was in charge. Attack the interlopers." And we'll see what they do. Some of them pull out their swords. Tier, anything else?
I'm gonna bonus action wreath myself in shadows, just in case, because I am in a crowd.
Disadvantage to attack. Okay, it's not Strife's turn. It's Gazan's turn. Gazan, what do they see?
He's going to gasp for air, and as his eyes now glow a pale blue color, he's going to point at Zemnos, and as a bonus action,
Can't be, I killed you!
Yep. Hexblades curse him.
You are dead! I felt the life force drained from your body! No!
And then he's going to rush up. And I'm going to use this Eldritch invocation called Hex Shredder, which lets my unarmed strikes deal 1d6 points of slashing damage. And I will strike him across the face.
Hey.
I'll do it again. With my second attack.
Oh, sweet flesh. Feel the dice roll didn't match the moment.
There we go, that's better.
Once again, he throws up his arcane shield if it's not there already, but you slash through it. No! I killed you! By right, this town is mine!
As I connect, I am going to spend a spell slot to Eldritch Smite him.
Eldritch Smite? Oh my god.
Sorry, There it is. It would be 1d8. So, what level is that spell slot? It's 5th, so that's what, 68?
Yeah. Yep.
Yes. 6d8 force damage to him. And he's knocked prone.
Oomph. He's knocked off his feet.
And then he's going to shout to the crowd, I have arisen! Reborn as the new Lord of Gorso! Zemnos kneels before me, and he shall meet his end. And that's it.
Okay. He's attempting to get to his feet, but we'll wait for his turn. But Quarus. What does Quarus do?
Yeah. Forrest is going to. I'm going to bonus action Blade Song.
Nice.
And I guess Forrest is going to call out to Gazan if he wants us involved.
I'll say no. Leave this to family. Has anyone hit him yet?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just looking at him. Not hit him.
Other than me.
I think not other than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everybody missed. Yeah.
Okay, then I will say the terms of combat, or the terms of this duel still stand. Please do not interfere, or it may threaten the legitimacy of the outcome.
Okay. So Chorus will hold his action and cast Firebolt if anybody interferes.
Okay. Zig.
Zig will hold us. He was told if somebody does interfere, he will try to stab that person.
Okay. Lord Xenos takes the disengage action and wanders over to this lady. Help me! Help me! You must help me! I'm the Lord! I killed him! And she pushes him aside. You help me! This monster! I killed him! By rights I rule this town! And she also just pushes him aside. Then he turns back to you, cowering on its feet. He says, No, this cannot be! I killed you! Because assuming everybody's just going to be holding off. Dominic, Kiva, Tyr. Okay, Gazan.
Kiva can glare if she glare at you, though.
I'll approach again.
Still prone.
And I will stab him with the dagger.
Not the dagger.
Oh wait, this is the dagger that sends to hell? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I'm going to say
That
for
would
flavor,
be-
he's panicking and he hasn't put up his shield. So, actually, a 23 would hit anyway. So, regardless, 12 points of damage.
I also forgot to press the Hexblade's Curse, so that should be 8 more damage from my previous hit,
Sure.
with this included. And
Okay.
then for the second, you know what? I'm just gonna make that a smite.
Sure.
Let's throw another 68.
How do you want to do this?
He is going to stand behind him, grab the dagger, and then just slit his throat. And announce to the crowd, I did not want this to end in blood, but this is what he asked for. My legitimacy has been shown here today. I exhibit the power that our family shows. So let there be no doubt who I am and what cloth I am cut from. I am the Lord of Gorso, and we will see a brighter tomorrow.
As you slit his throat, black shadows rise from the ground and rip the soul of Lord Gorso. You see a pale blue version of Lord Xenos Gorso, his soul, and screaming and cursing and crying. The former Lord of Gorso is sent to hell, while the new Lord of Gorso stands above him.
You say he's dead to hell too?
There's
That's
a lot
what he
of
gets.
people in hell right now. I mean, either way, he was going to hell, let's be honest.
Just saying.
It's like a waiting list now.
Yeah. Maybe.
The crowd,
How does the crowd look?
one by one, even though the ones who were mumbling in the back that you had no legitimate claim to you, one by one they form a silent line, and they all approach you and kneel before you. He said, I pledge my allegiance to you, Lord Gorso. You say something in response?
I say, I'll address the crowd and just say, there were no false words that I spoke here today. I plan to help this city survive, and me and my friends will do just that. I'll turn to Dominic and say, if you could, please begin the rite for the plant growth, and let's progress to the future, to a bright new day.
Look up at the terrible weather ahead. Say, to a bright new day. And one by one, as I said, they come up to you. They bow before you and said, I pledge my allegiance to you, Lord Gorso. And one by one, by one, by one, by one, they all pledge their allegiance to you.
Nice. Hell yeah.
All right. Is your bike okay, Sean? I just saw the picture.
Yep, here. Right. Yeah. It's all good.
Okay.
It's
good.
crazy.
Up the tree out of the ground?
Yeah.
Dude.
What
Well,
the
the bike's nearly 900 pounds, man.
Was
I didn't
bike
even
like
know-
leaning a tree, or how did it happen?
No, bike's just on, it's on a kickstand. It's a Harley. You know, just sitting out there. Oh, that's the
I didn't
cover
even
on.
know they get that heavy.
Yeah, the Harleys are heavy.
So the tree and the Harley were separate events. The storm knocked out
Yeah.
the tree and then knocked over your Harley.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
exactly.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought it was
Harley-
the other way around.
Yeah.
No, I set it up already. I set up the pictures.
All right. Well, after that emotional roller coaster, let's take a short break and we'll reconvene with the new Lord of Gorso helping his new town and his new subjects. I said they're almost viewing you as some type of demigod at this point, so revel in that, not strife, but Gazan. And we'll see you guys shortly. appreciate that. Okay. So, wow. Gazan, town is yours.
Yeah, so I guess I would start by asking Dominic to begin the plant growth, and then having the builders also starting the kind of greenhouse thing to protect the crops.
Sure.
And
Of course,
then-
Frank.
Frank. I just told you my real name. Didn't you hear my awesome speech?
I heard you mean Frank. And in fact, you said it twice.
Well,
Tyr said it was your middle name, so I'm just gonna call you by Frank, by your middle name.
Yes.
yeah, if that floats your boat, bro.
Right, Lord Frank. Take me to
Frank
your fields.
Orso.
I guess, Gazan, you've achieved many of your goals. You've become the person you were destined to be. But you still have friends that are going to fuck with you, so... Alright, so the plan is to use the lumber to provide some type of structure that is going to keep the crops dry, and then use the decanter of endless water to feed the crops. Is that the idea?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I can think of no better person to lead this project than Zig.
Yep, Zig will help out.
So why don't you make a... I don't know. He was looking for advice. What type of check do you think we should make for Zig? Maybe some type of tools check?
Maybe tinker tools?
Woodworking, tinkers.
Well, you're proficient in all of them, right? Pretty much?
Not all the tools, but I can create which ones I'm proficient, which should be tinkers, thief, smith, jewels, cartographers, tools. So again, I can do smithing, tinkering. I don't have woodworking.
Well, let's just call it a tinker's tool check then. So roll you can choose intelligence, wisdom, pick one of those checks.
Actually,
Yep.
actually, I figured out how to use it. So if I add them in inventory, it then gives me option to roll. I think like this.
Yep.
Intelligence. And I'm expertise on this one. There you go. 25.
You do a fantastic job of not only making a stable structure. I mean, the trees they got is not just perfect sheets of lumber, right? It's the forest has been twisted by this rain. Some of them are gnarled and twisted tree trunks. But Zig, being the architectural genius that he is, managed to interlope them and almost weave them together in such a way. And you find a bit of tar and you fill up the little micro gaps in it. And Zig, you've created a perfect waterproof structure for the crops.
Nice.
Well done. What's the next step of the plan, Lord Gazan?
I would want to meet with the leader of the city guard and then let him know about our plan of having the alliance between the Ronald's End and then the dwarf city, and to begin training any able body for when the call comes to march on Oathbreaker.
Okay, so this is Nangrath. Looking to unite the cities.
Nangrath, Ronald's End, and then I think Harveston is part of that alliance as well.
Yep, those are the four major cities. And of course, the biggest one of all, of course, is Oathbreaker. All right. And what about the crops? What's the plan for the crops?
Dominic casting, what's it called, plant growth, yeah.
So you're doing the second version of the spell there, Dominic?
Yep. Again, I was kind of concentrating with the staff in the ground, the flames kind of roll out from the area, scorching the ground. And as the hours tick by, you can slowly see the greenery and the trees and the fruit and vegetables start cropping up one by one.
Nice. It takes the whole day, of course, but it gets it done. And the area underneath the structure created by Zig springs to life. There's going to be... it'll take careful management. It's not like a overflowing abundance of food, but it's enough to keep the town nourished, and with a decanter of endless water they can drink as well. And it's going to take a few days for the populace to recover. I mean, they've been on the brink of starvation for a long time. You just can't, like, each way to starvation is going to take days, if not weeks. But eventually the town starts to recover and people start training for the inevitable war that is coming. Of course, you don't see this, but you're leaving the captain in charge.
Yes.
Okay. So the crops grow. The populace is fed. They're fed and watered. And the town is very much coming back to life. A day goes past, or Dominic past plant growth. The town is under the rulership of Lord Gazan Dorso. But perhaps greater problems await. So if there's anything more you wish to do on Gorso, let me know. Otherwise we can move on to larger problems.
By chance, are there any diamonds here?
Roll a d20 and roll a natural 20, and there will be. Highly unlikely.
No. Worth a try.
At the end of your rest in Gorso, when you're offered a nice shelter to live in, there's houses here. You're welcomed in. Lord Gorso, you have the run of the keep now. Actually, we've got to the keep. Here we go. Let's give a brief tour. Here's the keep exterior. I was thinking of maybe having the battle here, not the way it worked out, so Lord Gorso is not there. So do you guys see that? Keep?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. This is the first floor of the keep.
Oh, this crater.
Oh, yeah, we had
Old
that.
art Eva.
Oh, and there's the sky as well. Yep, this is
Yeah.
somebody up there. But here. And then the top level, the second level of the keep. Quite a big keep. You have guest bedrooms over here. It's like indoor baths over here, a sauna, a bookkeeping place. And finally, the third floor of the Gorso Keep, which contains your private bed chambers. And yeah, you have a keep.
Oh, I didn't even know there was all this other stuff. We were only on the first floor last time.
Yes, it's quite large. So, anyway, I was saying, underneath the shelter of the keep, the safest structures you ever come across, that point of exhaustion fades. So you no longer have that point of exhaustion. And Zig, while everybody is mucking around growing plants and doing stuff that only lords have to do, you have enough time to make your goggles overnight. So just assume that you have your goggles of the nights. Okay. You've constructed them previous night's travel as well, but you can have them. Yes, in that point of exhaustion phase. Okay, Lord Gorso, all eyes turn towards you as you're about to leave. Any more speeches? Any more advice? Any more?
I just say we're off to recall the Arcane Tower and put an end to this cursed reign. Prepare for the coming war, for we will need every able hand. I trust you, my brothers and sisters, to grow strong in my absence.
Odds of affirmation, looks of determination return to you. And they say, long live Lord Gaza and Gorso. And they keep on chanting that as you head south along the road until the voices that eventually fade and you find yourself once again in the dreaded reign of the Midnight Curse. How are you planning to get to the tower? Across the Azure Bridge? Oh, sorry, one more thing. Okay, so you continue on your road to the Arcane Tower. Remember, you found a fortune teller guy here. He's not there anymore, but his hut remains. And you follow along the King's Road. Once again, the King's Road. Once again, the road is littered with bodies. You know, people are trying to get to Oathbreaker and fleeing Oathbreaker at the same time. Some people are seeing it as a place of safety. Some people who go there flee there. Are you guys hearing me okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And the road with people trying to leave Oathbreaker and get to Oathbreaker is littered with so many bodies that if you want to do the respectful thing, you can bury them, place silver on your eyes, but your progress is going to be significantly slowed down. I'm going to say 4 days to a grid if you want to bury the dead. Do you wish to bury the dead?
No, so many more are gonna die if we dilly-dally, guys.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah. We can bury them once the kingdom is safe.
Yeah, we're trying to stop all this and save lives, not necessarily. There's a reason to save lives, I would say stay.
Okay, so focusing on the living. The dead are dead. Nobody can help them now. So depressing sights as you cross King's Road. You're thankful that the Azure Bridge is open and functional. No refugees either side. And you cross over the Azure Bridge. Your feet do not stick to the surface. That's one problem that's been fixed. And logical way would go to this way, to the Weary Ogre, which is now an abandoned restaurant. You did meet Ozar the Exquisite during the Battle of the Chefs way back 40 odd sessions ago. but his top-of-the-line restaurant is completely abandoned. And so you spend a night in there, and then you press on to the Arcane Tower, or the absence of the Arcane Tower. It's pretty much as you listed, a foundation, but nothing more.
Well, I think it had something to do with the basement or something. So long ago.
This. So remember, there's like a trap door that had been forced open by the heroes of virtue who you dealt with rather swiftly. The big ogre, remember, was a guy who broke open this door. So we'll just move to Theatre of the Mind for the moment. You enter down into the vault, and you see this pedestal with the space for all the talks. The clay talk, the mithril talk, all the talks. And all the talks have a specific shape, and there's a specific place. And the instructions say to recall the Arcane Tower, place the talks here.
I'll put mine in the slot that it would go in.
Yeah, same here.
Satisfyingly
Yep.
goes into place.
Yeah.
Anybody
Sounds like I'm
not
losing a
putting
dear
a torch in?
friend.
I put mine in.
Okay, so
I cast Produce Flame and I hit myself with it one last time, and then I used it to absorb it. just to get the feel of it again and put it in.
Sure. Okay, so you punch yourself in the face and immediately heal yourself with fire. Only in D&D can you make a sentence like that. Okay. So, one by one, you place all 6 in their little recession in this pedestal. This pedestal here goes into a very, very bright light. Everybody turns their eyes away except for Kiva, who just stares.
Yep.
And eventually the light blades, then the whole vote shakes. Something has changed above you, that much is obvious.
Looks like we have roof.
If we take out our torques, do we hear another shift?
Nope. Nope.
Okay, then I will put my torque back on my wrist.
Yeah, same.
Doesn't quite feel the same.
Nope, lost the W.
Yeah, I would just say that they are no longer magically inert. They are just an adornment at the moment. So that fire healing ability,
Good, right?
the reactions to hard damage, it's all gone. They're
That's why
magically
Dominic
inert.
used his, because meta-wise, I knew that.
Something like blasting yourself in the face one last time.
Well, maybe it will work again.
Well, no one to try it. So somebody want to try something?
Let's head out, or head up into the tower, I guess.
You do indeed head up into the tower. Who's leading the way here?
Is me? Eva.
Okay, so Kiva, you walk up the stairs and you enter the Arcane Tower itself. Make me an intelligence saving throw, please.
That's how it sounds. Oh yeah, it is. Sheesh, roll, man.
Oh my goodness.
Oof.
And let me look up the
Okay.
rest of you guys. See?
Yeah, indomitable. I think they're gonna use that. Indomitable to use it again, right?
As Kiva stands forward and pushes her way into the arcane tower, she immediately disappears.
Yeah. Okay. Can I use indomitable for this or no?
That is choosing to save a saving throw that you would have failed.
I have to re-roll it.
Sure, you can re-roll it. Yeah. Roll again.
No, one on one, right?
Nah, 12 still not good enough. So you watch up and
That's fine.
Kiva triggers something and she disappears.
Can I see Kiva doing this? Can I help her out with my Flash of Genius +5? 17.
Yeah, you can.
Alright, we'll do that.
And so that'll make it a 17. And that's good. 17 was the DC.
Hey!
Nice.
Hey!
So you stand on this magical trap at the entrance to the Arcane Tower and it triggers and you feel yourself being sucked into a different dimension. How does Zig, what's the flash of genius that Zig provides?
I would say Zig watches closely and I guess maybe notices that Kiva's about to step on a trap and he kind of gestures. Well, Kiva's blind.
Gestures.
Well,
That's not
let's-
so genius.
Let's say he just grabs Kiva by the back of the armor and just pulls her like a step,
Sure.
like slows her down. So right before the footsteps.
Yeah,
Like,
perfect.
watch it.
Yep, and the trap does trigger. So it's a glyph of warding, tied up to the maze spell. 7th level spell, I believe, but you avoid it. Okay, and as you enter the Arcane Tower, I'll drag you onto a map in just a second. Firstly, you hear what maybe your characters don't recognize, but it's the sound of lasers. I think Star Wars. And every one of these things, the shower shakes just a little bit. What's going on with that? We'll have to wait and see. And just as a visual, this is what the Arcane Tower looks like from the outside.
That's pretty banged up.
It's pretty banged up. And I'll just here in just a second. Okay, so Kiva, Quaris, Dominic, Gazan, Tyr, Zig. Is Zag there?
Are we supposed to see them?
Oh, yeah, I'm just getting it set up. Actually got two. Oh, sorry, wait, I'm missing someone. I'll drag you on there, because should all be seeing stuff here except the one person. Who did I forget to drag on? Oh.
I don't know, but it's really dark.
Fix that darkness in just
Let's
a second.
see.
I mean, it shouldn't be dark.
That's it, I'm good. I'm out.
Anybody not see themselves?
I can see my name and my hit bar. Right there. And nothing else.
Oh, there we go. Now you should be able to see.
I can see. I can fight.
Don't rub it in.
So is Zag out?
I don't see that. But
Was it yes or no? So I'll just put
There you go.
Zag and I'll put Cena there too, because
Yep.
this makes sense. And you're standing in a fairly small room. This is apparently the way to the vault beneath it. As I said, every so often you feel what sounds like a laser shot. And the tower shakes just a little bit. What do you do?
something is attacking. It sounds like it.
Is that what that is? I don't recognize what that is. You're the sounds. Is it mechanical?
What make
I wanna do it more.
a Arcana check, Zig? Maybe you do know what this is. I didn't study this in artificer school, so you don't know.
Well, let's just go forward and all we do, right?
Can I give that Arcana check a try too?
Sure.
Oh my.
You studied, Boris, you did study this, and you know it's not really anything on the prime material plane, but you've heard of these things called laser beams. A very alien technology. Nowhere on the prime material plane that you've known it, but you've known of things like on the ethereal plane, on the astral plane, that certain things exist, but you've never seen one, but you've heard rumors of them. You think this is what it was. Alien technology shooting lasers.
Alright.
Well, one way to find out. Yes.
Yes, go. Let's do it.
Do they do the honors, or somebody else wants to open the door?
No, I got it. You can go for it, Zig. You got it. You're right there.
All right.
I knew it went to you. How big are you, Zig?
You see, what looks like to be a wizard, and that's not horribly surprising, given this is an arcane tower. And he's bashing on this door and he's saying, Please! We've been run over by Succubus! They're attacking the tower! Please! Help me get through this door! One of them is trapped behind there! Please! They're ruining the lab! They're ruining our research! We're under attack! I don't know who you are! I don't know how you got here, but please help! And he starts hopelessly bashing on this door. And just stand
Need
there!
help.
Help out!
So you don't have to help him?
He's trying to open this door. And he's just a puny wizard. He says, Please help out! Can't do this alone!
Whole tower of people.
I'll help.
We're under attack by some demonic entities. They take the form of other people, and one of them is in there. Please break down the door.
Kiva would, but Dominic is sitting on top of her token.
I'll move you, Dominic. There you go.
Okay. Kiva's go through. She'll try to help open the door.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Is that guy lying?
Yeah, that sounds kind of sus.
Make an
Oh god,
Yes,
Steve
yes.
really opens that door.
Yeah, just. You guys, an inside check, pull out one of the doors?
Well, yeah, just
oh,
Gazan said it, so Gazan, make an insight check. Apologies if I use the informal version of Gazan, Lord Gazan Frank Gorso.
Lord Gorso to you.
He seems believable, and Kiva, you just throw your shoulder into it, and the door opens. And you see the same person. He says, No, keep it out! They're attacking us! That is not me. That is someone else. And this guy goes, no, this is me. That is a doppelganger.
All right, you guys gotta tell Kiwi where to go. She says, I can't see one of them. This guy's. Does it look the same?
They do look the same.
No, Kiwi can't see.
I know, but
She's asking her party.
I'll say they look the same.
Which one are we attacking?
look.
Neither one are attacking at the moment.
Actually, I'll call just so it's clear. I'll call the one you first met Galfor 2, and the other one Galfor 1.
Wait, is that
naming convention?
Is that a clue?
Well, just so when I speak, I don't need to say which one it is. That's what I was doing it for. So Galfor 2. So that if I was an enemy of the tower, I would have attacked you straight away. I mean, this is obvious. This person is in here getting arcane secrets. You need to act swiftly. And you hear another laser shot, bam, slam into the tower. We don't have much time. Destroy it! And Galfor 1 says, look, if it was me, he claims I've destroyed the lamp. I would never destroy my life works. He is the traitor.
I might have a suggestion.
Isn't that a spell?
What do you mean, an actual suggestion?
Yes, I don't know the actual spell suggestion. I have some magic that can typically, if one person is an imposter, so to speak, would reveal them.
Okay.
Everybody looks at you for a moment, Dominic.
I mean, that sounds pretty good, yeah.
I do too, and twirl my sword.
Perhaps maybe you can get them close in proximity. Watch them carefully.
Get over here, Galfor 1.
She would go there and try to grab him. She let her. But he will let her, yeah.
Even manhandles her over there. But there's no need for this. I'm a master of the Arcane Tower. Look, with much haste, we must resolve this. The tower is under attack. We need your help. This is just all pointless. Dominic, what do you do?
You may need to stand a little bit back. Put Galfor 1 beside Galfor 2.
Galfor 2 shuffles over here.
Sorry, man.
Are they side by side? I gotta put them a little bit closer.
Might bolt.
Bumps them over.
You may want to move your kitty cat, Zig.
Kilo twirls the javelin.
I'll cast. At second level, I'm casting this.
What does that do?
Oh, I gotcha.
You bring up the description for Moonbeam? I think I know what it does.
I will. If they are a shape changer, they make this roll at disadvantage.
Okay, just a sec.
If they have comment points, you kill them both. Don't think to.
Well, then the problem's over, right?
Problem solved.
I know, right?
Wait.
All right, move on.
Wait, this plan? Yeah, I get it.
So, when a creature can change it, if it fails, it also reverses and can assume to conform to this well. Okay, so one of them is a shape changer. Not gonna say which
Just don't know which one.
Which one?
So what's your DC for your con? It's
17, I believe.
And makes it a disadvantage. It's got a +3. So let's just roll 2d20s. So an 11 +3.
A natural one.
That was a natural 1, in fact. Okay.
All right, and if it fails, it instantly reverts back to its original form.
Well, let's do a Constitution saving throw for the actual one. So it has it's a straight roll. It was a 16. So they're
He fails.
both going to take 10 points of damage. Oh, how very, very clever. And Galfor 2 is instantly replaced by something that looks like this. A deviled lady with horns. It says, look, this is all a misunderstanding. We are here to liberate the tower, not destroy it. It has come under power by someone called Blister, who claims she's a hag queen. She claims she has dominion over Aglarion, and we're here to defeat her. I apologize for the ruse. That is what we're doing here. And she steps out of the moonbeam. Please turn that off. Go for the actual guy. Please, turn that off.
Yep, I'll drop it.
Can I insight check that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Nice.
I want to roll 2.
Ooh.
Ooh. High rolls.
No, she is not telling the truth.
Lie.
I believed her before the roll too.
Look, okay, I see that look of doubt in your eye. What I've told you is a truth you need to know before I reveal the greater truth. And the greater truth is, and she comes up to Zig, says, yes, you'll do. Make me a wisdom saving throw, Zig.
I'll do 5 on top. I'll do 5 on top. If it's...
So 17?
Yeah.
She comes up and puts an arm around you and says, look, this is all a misunderstanding. Perhaps it is better if I explain it in more detail. Please, come with me. She takes a seat at the table over here. Galfor says, look, I don't know what was to understand. She is, her and her kin are attacking, trying to take over the tower. Look, all will be explained, Galfor. This is a simple explanation. Please, come, have a seat.
What the fuck? Galfor, what the fuck is going on? I assume that's her name.
That's what my token
Did we
says.
recognize that name she used, the Hag Queen? Did we recognize that name?
I don't know, do you?
His name?
Is that the fish that come out?
No, you wouldn't.
Okay.
But she said Blister is a hag, and she's trying to take over the tower, and according to this creature, trying to defend it from the hag Blister. So, Look, I have not attacked you. I have not done anything to you. Please, take a seat. Let us talk.
Did lie to us, though, so there's that.
Look, I did not tell you the full truth. All I'm asking for is a conversation. Look, there's 6 of you and 1 of me.
And
What I say?
Belford just plopped down on the seat.
Yeah, bro.
Sorry.
He was beside her.
Well, he expressed his disappointment. Like, look, I cannot explain this anymore. They're attacking us. And Usen, who's her name, she's your name. Usen says, look, Galfor, relax, I will explain. My lady, won't you join us? Says to Tyr.
I'm going to try to cast Geas on her.
Okay.
But I'm going to command
This is
that
just
she
an
has
action, right?
Yeah, it's technically a minute, but I can do it like under my breath because it's just verbal.
Well, she is monologuing a bit, so sure.
Okay.
And what's the save?
DC 16 Wisdom.
She is a +1 to Wisdom, so she needs a 15 or higher. What's the gears?
That she must speak truthfully. No lying.
Or take psychic damage.
Or take 5d10 psychic damage each time it acts in a manner contradictory to it.
It's really good.
What is that? What did you cast on me?
Oh, it's a Geas, darling. I'm sorry. You have to excuse me. My bitch senses were tingling. What was that bullshit you were just spouting now? Say it again.
And she starts speaking and she feels blood, black blood, dripping down her nose. And she says, oh, I see what you're saying. All right. It is this. Truth. And she puts her arm around Eva in a kind of flirty kind of a way and says, we were in fact hired by Blister to destroy the tower. She sees it as a threat. And your friend here, you are going to help me. Kiva, make a wisdom saving throw.
Is she casting a spell?
Nope. Not a spell.
No. Dang it.
Yep. I'm rolling shit off.
Uh-oh.
Roll for
Strife,
initiative.
Strife has all the crits. I have all the ones. So.
Yeah, oh, Jesus. Really?
Oh. My +9 to initiative is now a +3.
Mechanically, guys, do you want to explain what happened? Like, with your character classes?
Oh yeah, I told them that I swapped out my fighter for warlock.
Oh,
So, like,
that
all of
secret
his-
chat channel again, isn't it?
No, when you were
Ah.
out for the break.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all should roll. Y'all roll. I got advantage on all you guys except for Tyr.
And did we get everybody in? Does Cena, if Cena's a familiar, when does Cena act?
It's Cena's X right in after my turn.
Okay, and we got everybody in by the looks of things.
Zeg
Here.
also acts after me.
Okay, cool. Okay, Tyr, you see something come over Kiva. She is something different. Not the Kiva you used to see. What do you do?
Right. Unfortunately, I think we need that idiot alive. So I'm going to cast Sanctuary on the idiot that plopped himself down on a chair. Go for 1.
One of the masters of the Arcane Tower is now an idiot. Got it?
I mean, look at what he. Yeah, yes. And then.
Well, I think he's a classic case of a magic user. He's intelligent but not wise. He can solve long division, but he can't talk his way out of a situation to save his life. Socially awkward. No common sense. So there we go. Bonus action.
And then, yeah, I'm gonna toll the dead.
The dead. Wisdom saving throw. Sure is a 16, which I don't think is gonna make it. Does that make it?
That makes it. Yeah. So that's it. That's my turn.
Okay, no damage.
Yes.
You hear her whisper in your ear. I say this with the most love that I can. Protect your lover, my friend. Fuck them up. Kiva, unleash on whoever you want to and do not hold back any of your abilities. Like, just choose someone and attack them. Except for Galfor, not Galfor, anybody else.
Okay. Here's a big giant flip.
Uh-oh.
And go to the chorus here.
Oh, that's beautiful, my darling. Beautiful.
1. No hold back, huh? Alright, 1, 2. And then we're going to do psychic. And with that, 8. Plus 3.
You'll hit Quarus?
Yeah, that's all chorus. Oh, yes, it's chorus. So this is 24 and 24, I'm assuming hits.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Alright,
Let's take
add
it as a
another.
compliment, Quarus, that he's taken out you.
Yeah. 8 plus 3. And then action surge. 2 more times.
Use your torque.
There's no advantage. There's no advantage, by the way. There's advantage. So 16 and 22.
Alright, I cast shield, so those two won't hit.
Alright, and then she's got the additional action.
Well, now, hold on.
Do 2 more
Let's
attacks.
add up the damage so far. So it's 16 plus 8.
Okay.
So I think there's something on top of that 8, isn't there?
Yeah, 11, 3. 3
So 16 plus 8 plus 3. Okay,
16
so
plus 8 plus 3.
Yep, so that's 27 so far.
7. Yeah.
27. And then you said the 13, 19, the 16, and the 22 misses.
16, 22, and that 21 also missed, yeah.
Alright, I got 4 more coming, but it's also going to miss because it's a crit. Yeah. So, yeah, that missed you. Alright. That is a turn.
Oh, that's beautiful, my love. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. And no save at the end of your turn. You're going to carry on doing her commands. Zig. She turns towards you and wink. You know, I tried to make your lover, but you're so much more willful than your friend over there. Huh? It's your turn, Zig.
Danger, Kiva, danger. And I'll try to... I don't know if it will work, but can I cast Dispel Magic on Kiva?
You can certainly try.
You can certainly try.
Do you?
Yeah, I will try that.
The feld has no effect.
Oof. Okay.
Good idea.
Alright, so that's...
Doesn't work.
Yeah. That's my action. And then I'll command for Zach to attack Usin. So he will...
That will miss. She just parries it away with a scimitar. Ah, good try. Oh, sorry, I was looking at the Falcon Blade. No, 18 hits.
18 hits. Okay.
Yeah, 18 hits.
So it will be this. 7 points of damage.
Okay. Oh, ouch, that hurts.
And is Chorus within 30 feet from him? Yep. I'll heal also. Get healed a bit. Chorus takes 6 hit points of healing.
Thank you.
Okay, nice. Okay. Feel free to move if you like, Zig. But Quaris, what the hell's up with the Kiva? She's beating the crap out of you.
Chorus will bonus action Blade Song, and just animate objects at Usin.
Okay. Let's roll. Roll the macro thing.
Yeah.
Blade Song. Okay, so AC is that. So miss. So they will add these up. She takes 47 points of damage as his coin just slam into her. She says, "Oh, ow, darling, that hurt. Don't do that again." And Quaris, I believe you concentrate on that.
Yes.
Okay. You gonna stay there?
Yep. I can't do anything else, so.
Okay. Dominic. Yeah, Kiva's gone mad. What do you do?
Alrighty. I'm going to cast. Does she have anything metal on her?
No. She's
Not yet.
She has natural armor.
Natural armor. Okay. Let's see.
She's
I'm
wielding
going
a
to.
scimitar, so you could. That is metal.
That is metal. Does she currently have it though? Is she like holding it?
Yeah, she's got a scimitar in her hand.
All right, I will cast then. Yeah, at second level. Actually, I don't know. Can I get her? I can roll right here. I'm gonna stand underneath, stand in center space. Actually, I can cast it myself, but I think it's gonna work out. I like this one better. Let me roll that beautiful beam footage. Let me get my cone. Yeah. I'm going Burning Hands at the second level.
Roll to hit.
That's not as it's dick save.
On a dex save, she rolls an 11.
That's a failure, so she will take all this damage plus a d8. D8 of damage. 15.
The flames erupt from your hands. And she opens up her arms and says, "Bad choice, my friend." What is she, immune or resistant? She's resistant to fire. It does half damage. Bad
Okay,
choice,
so
darling.
She takes 7 damage.
Yeah.
Alright, and then I'm going to tell Senna to vamp me and Chorus away from Kiva. So it'll get over here. Senna will move over there.
Yeah, they're going straight as further than 60 feet away from me.
Where can I
15
go?
feet. 15 feet. So Senna's going to come over here and vamp right there.
Okay.
And you can move anywhere next to Senna.
Okay.
But Kiva, make a dex save.
Dex. but. I don't like any saves. Let's just strength. Give me a strength save.
That is a failure. You take 2d6 of fire damage. Look there.
Those are my rolls, my friend.
They can get a fail sound for that one. Okay, bamfing Gazan to safety. Doing a little bit of damage to Kiva. She's going to take a lot more than that, though. I'm assuming that's your turn, Dominic. Lord Gazan Gorso.
Now that she takes the damage?
Yep.
I'm just gonna walk up to her and stab her with my knife.
The hellish dagger?
Yeah.
Sure. So that's
22 to hit.
22 hits, and that's 7 damage.
And then sneak attack.
So that's 7.
How do you want to do this?
I'm just gonna stab her. I'm going to grab her tongue and then cut it off, and then stab her in the head.
As you do that, what's your name? Kiva, you come back to your senses.
What's my name?
Yep.
Sorry, Chorus.
It's alright.
She was just, alluring.
You weren't yourself.
Alright, can we stop going into random rooms with ladies we don't know? All of you. Absolutely all of you.
Cheers. That's how we met.
Look, do you believe me now? The city, the whole place is under attack by these pirate people. We must stop them. And please, the only way through there, look, and he comes over here and points out this rubble. The only way forward through this tower is to get through this rubble. I'm a man of many abilities, but I am not strong enough. So if one of you muscleheads could move this and we could help upstairs, please do.
Are you actually going to help, or are you more of a hindrance, Galfor?
More of a telling you what to do. You can wander around here lost aimlessly like lost sheep, or you can help out the tower by clearing these rocks.
Oh my god, I hate people that think that I'm going to listen to them. But Kiva, you probably should.
Yeah, I figured.
Well, Zig, you rushed up there. You're going to attempt to move the rocks.
Not tonight, though. I'm still telling you. My rolls, man. That's like a what?
Zig, make an athletics check.
Well, Zach will try to open it, not me. Zach.
Can I get buried in the rubble? Because, that's the rubble.
Probably trip.
You
You're blind.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what's its.
You fell out in front of you, and you stumble and fall into the rocks.
Sam has a +2 to strength, +4 to athletics. So roll a d20 and add 4 if you want to do it that way.
Yeah, +4. There you go.
Oh!
Nice.
Takes him a minute or two, but he eventually clears the rubble. And something changes. Something changes dramatically. And you find yourself back in the room where you started. Any hit points you used, any abilities you used, any spell slots you've done are back.
Okay then.
Alright.
That was unusual.
Can I?
Do we recall what happened
Yes.
previously, or?
Yep.
Okay.
Can I slowly open the door stealthily?
Make a sleight of hand check.
No. But I think I'm stealthy, so I'm still gonna open the door.
Clunks open, and you see a creature there. Looks like Galfor. He says, "Please, the whole tower is overrun by succubuses, evil creatures. They're shape changes, and one of them are in there, and we must do it for the safety of the tower. Please, help out!
I feel like I've seen this before.
Is that thing lying again?
Make an insight check. I say with advantage since you suspect.
Well,
Roll again though.
wait, which one was flying last time?
That was the one that told the truth last time.
Yeah,
No,
that's
this
what I
one's
think.
the liar.
No, that's liar.
It seems genuine, but you know that the last time you saw this, it was actually a creature in disguise. So I don't know how to say that, but you know it's not telling the truth because it's saying exactly the same thing before. Look, we're under attack! What are the shape changes in there? Please, help me get this door open!
What was her name again? What was her name again?
Oh,
Doubtful.
a seer?
Sorry?
Usin or something?
Yeah, Usin.
Usian?
Usin? I think Usin.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to walk out and go, Usin, you silly tot, what are you doing out here?
How did you know my name? And? What's gonna happen? This is weird! Let's find out next week as we continue the adventures of the Arcane Tower. And, yeah.